Anthony B, Dubplate, Little Lion Sounds, World A Reggae. Or is it Reggie? You know I used to.
Yes, it's Nico. And we are
I
talking
don't
about
know what
Janali. See
that
them
word
man,
is.
champion
Either
sound,
reggae or Reggie.
Little Lion
Both
sound.
of them are cool.
Number one sound and tell a sound boy.
Matter of fact, can I get a KBD award? KBD award for all the young Negroes and young essays who grew up had to smoke that Reggie. Except for real old white people. Like my homeboy Milk, he ain't never even seen Reggie for real.
We broke up everything we tried disrespect Little Lion. Remember man, a lion like iron from Zion. Yes, it's Little Lion.
Alright, let's get it.
Little Lion sound. Make a sound, know them a clown. Where we say, world a Little Lion sound on ya. To twang, and any sound is the lion, them a get murder. Don't play turn them over, we say, world a Little Lion sound on ya.
Oh my God. So I ain't gonna lie. I do a lot of international because I'm talking to, this might be a different demo. I don't know whether this is some of my old subscribers. There's a lot of new people in these joints, right? So I do a lot of different languages on this channel. I react to them, right? And because of that, I've noticed, okay, certain languages sound really good for certain things because there's like every genre of music needs its own flair. And so then it'll have attributes and aspects that are best suited for that kind of flair, right? There is nothing cooler, just cooler sounding than this reggae, dance hall, Afrobeat. Nothing just sounds more of a vibe in this world. Second is gonna be rap, and third's gonna be R&B. I'm sorry, R&B. Hip hop slipped right past you. But they got it about first 5 spots. Just smooth.
Sound wider than very little later after. Alright, a Little Lion sound from Geneva, bust Bob Marley and the Wailer. We no matter if a sound come from Jamaica, if them this with them get turned over.
Hold on, let me throw my shades on my player partners, cause we on some cool shit. Man, let's talk about some cool shit. Let's keep it
rise
up. Let's go.
From rags to riches, could that be a gun?
Wait, run me back a little bit.
We no matter if a sound come from Jamaica, if them this with them get turned over. We rise up from rags to riches, could that be a gunman? But when we step out the dope.
And I'm sorry, man. This is like all of everybody I'm talking to right now. I've been reacting to this British nigga, and it's like, even sometimes in rap we do this too, but I hate the music that is just, oh, I'm so sad, life is hard. Because I always feel like there's a magic to music. I really, really care about this shit. I always think there's a great spirit to music, right? And I always feel like, and I'm going to war with these people, me explaining to them that it's not good rap for a British white kid to be squeaking his voice as he raps. This just doesn't sound good to none of us. But my job is very confusing. I think I'll be doing a lot. I'll be in this motherfucker like, hey, what am I doing right now? But the point of the message is, this nigga cool as shit. Oh, it's about rising up. Yeah, and it's always supposed to fuel, and like the people at the bottom can get some like, you know, give you some motivation, give you something to grind to, give you something to feel like the monotony and pressures and stresses of your day aren't that tragic. And maybe there's a way that you'll be able to overcome such things. Maybe there'll be a way that you can gain hope and spirit. And maybe it's like people from like, that's why we always respect the artists from the communities most closely tied to the culture, because they'll be able to do things like, I can look at you. I'm like, man, a nigga go, I was from the project building. My parents had a house. You got me fucked up. But if you grew up in a project building, an artist coming from your same project building, coming from your same city, coming from your same state, he just knows what it is a little more. It gives us hope. And sometimes, I'm not saying everybody doesn't deserve hope, but these genres and these kind of, this was made for the warriors, nigga. These were for people who have a tough soul and a hard heart. You know, I'm not saying you a gangster or a thug, nothing, but just you're strong. And even when you're weak, you still strong. You're still stronger than the person who gives up. Come on, let's go.
Play it in a right hand, and any sound this a get murderation. No matter which part in the world them come from. World a little lion sound on ya. Twang, and any sound this the lion them a get murder. The clash can't go no further cause world a little lion sound on ya. Twang, we kill a sound boy now and bury them later. Alright, little lion, just murder one. Where did that tell me them a real champion? Little lion, kill a next one. Where them a said them a the body sound man. Little lion, chop off a head.
And I even like the little lion, like he's finding pockets in the beat that will give you something like a recital. It's sometimes you think doing less is the simplest, right? And sometimes you would think like, if I just do less, like if he's just little lion then finding a word to rhyme with it, little lion then finding a word to rhyme with it, you think that or some might think that would be less, but it's not true, because to know how to say this little lion and it will work, it takes a whole different kind of brain process. And that type of brain process is usually the same brain process attributed to writing hit songs, I believe.
I said them are the body sound man. Little lion, chop off a head. Select a talkie and him dead. Little lion, run them out of town. Because we find out them a clown. How we sound. World a little lion.
Run them niggas right out the town. We figured out they some clowns. You hear me?
It's
like Scaffeezy. Like Scaffeezy.
Run them out of town. Because we find out them a clown. How we sound. World a little lion sound on ya.
Let's go. RP my nigga Newski, man.
Them a get murder. Little lion sound. This a one ya say. World a little lion sound on ya. And little lion, that no plate a big no sound boy can't pay for. Hey yo, what we say? Little lion I go kill your sound. Because remember how we wear the crown. And any sound talkie, we kill them and run them out of town. How me sound? Little lion I go murder sound. Cause in a sound clash we wear the crown. And anyone rise up against little lion, they shall be going down. I feel pleased when I take a little ease from.
And you know, it's like, it's not gonna be perfect, right? Based off like the writing or like even in anything, you know, nobody's mind state or mentality is perfect. But there's a reverence and respect that like artists that artists of these genres are attributed to that some of these other guys aren't. Because once they quit pushing those fictitious buttons, like, yeah, you might be hearing about some of these singers, like what's the Billie Eilish, right? Or even like a Doja Cat. But like, if they stopped pouring millions and millions of marketing dollars into these people, they're gonna disappear, because it's not this. This song is made, or this artist, or this has the ability, because it's being so real and it's from a good place, has the ability to actually do something real, make a real impact, have some shit that you know, them joints that your dad sing to you. You know them, there's always like 3 joints that your pops knows. You know what I'm saying? About 3 of them. That nigga would sing them all throughout your life. Now you catch yourself singing them little hoes too.
Killing a idiot sound, sense of achieving. No one contributing, doing a part. Little lion comfort, I know. Sound burn up, we get blow. Rise up and get overthrow. See,
rise up and get overthrow.
Doing a part. Little lion comfort, I know. Sound burn up, we get blow. Rise up and get overthrow. See, the play chop off head blood, run and drop a toe. Send me them, alright, hey, yo.
Yo, if he was freestyling that nigga's low-key the waviest nigga of all time. That was a certified vibe. Check. Here comes the reaction right here. Ping music video. I'm right there. Bow. Click on it. Show me some love. You watch the feast on you. Hit that thumbs up button in your house. Stop being a hoe. KBD family. Love y'all. Salute. I am gone.